Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brenda Jo. For today's video, I'm going to be letting you guys in on my July favorites, some items that I have been loving. If you guys are interested in the video, then please stay tuned. To start off, I'm going to be letting you guys in on my skincare July favorites. The first item is this moisturizer here by Neutrogena. It is the multivitamin nourishing moisturizer. I am so in love with this moisturizer. I'm actually almost done with it. It's like way at the bottom right here. I just love the texture of it. I love how it moisturizes my skin. Even though I do mix it in with vitamin E oil, I don't always mix it in with the vitamin E oil. And even if I don't, it still moisturizes my skin very, very well, and I love how soft my skin feels. It's just leaves like a really nice finish on my skin after applying it. The next item I want to mention is the New York Biology Dead Sea Mud Mask. I purchased this from Amazon, and I am actually loving this more than the Aztec Clay Mask. They do have similar ingredients, which is the kaolin clay, is it? I believe that's what it has in common. But this is how much I have in my jar so far. I use it every week. I love it because after I use it, my skin doesn't feel like it has like a rough texture, unlike the Aztec Clay Mask, and this definitely does clean out my skin when I have clogged pores. The last thing I've been loving for skincare for the month of July is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. I am switching cleansers, so I've been using this as well as the cleanser that I'm using just so my skin can get used to it. I already know my skin is going to be in love with it because I would use it when I go on vacation and my skin will be perfectly fine. It doesn't dry out my skin, it doesn't strip the moisture, so my skin still feels hydrated. It doesn't feel tight after cleansing with the cleanser. Now I'm going to get into the nail portion of the video. First thing I want to mention are these nail tools. So this here is a cuticle nipper. I purchased it from Amazon, and then this is a cuticle pusher tool with a scraper, and I love both of them. Like, the pusher pushes back my cuticles without hurting, which is weird because usually all the cuticle pushers that I use usually hurt no matter how gentle I am. And then the scraper it scrapes, y'all. It really scrapes the dead cuticles that are on your nails. And then the cuticle nipper, y'all, it cuts so well. I saw a video from Nail Career, and she actually used this for her nail prep, and I was like, I had to have it because I love the color of it, and it is really gorgeous. Like, can you see like the holographic of it? Like, it is so gorgeous. I love that it has all these different colors on it, and then on top of that, it clips the cuticles perfectly. I did do my nails yesterday. I wouldn't say perfect, but as you can see, I like my nails short, and I just keep my cuticles trimmed. I don't really do color or anything. I just like to make it look clean, and both of those tools worked really good when I was using it yesterday, so shout out to that. And then when I am polishing my toes, because like I have run out of my favorite base coat, right? The Sally Hansen Hard as Nails, right? And so I decided, oh, let me venture off and try some other base coats, some nail treatments, because I have one toe that just doesn't want to cooperate and it keeps breaking. Even after like literally cutting it down to a pulp, it still like splits right in the middle. I've been trying all these different nail treatments, and they just haven't been working out. They actually don't harden my nail, and they actually make my nail break even more, which is terrible. So I have been using the Orly Nail Defense, and this one is definitely close to this one. It doesn't get my nails as hard, but it does keep my nails strengthened, and I do love it for that. The brush is definitely different as well from the Sally Hansen. The Orly brush is more on the wider tip. Hopefully you guys can see that, while the Sally Hansen is more on the like thinner tip. But this has been my go-to, even though I made the switch. Like, I go back and forth, but I also sometimes use both of them at the same time. And then my favorite colors that I've been loving, like, I just gotta mention these, is the Sinful Colors Sail La Vie. You can get this at Target. This is what it looks like. I love the brush on this polish. It spreads the color very, very well, and it is not too thick, it is not too thin and watered down. It is very opaque from one coat, but I still do 2 coats for my nail polishes whenever I do my toes. And then the next one that I want to mention is the Sally Hansen Insta Dry. This one is Buff and Tumble. I just love this because, like, when my nail broke, I can't wear certain colors, so it will be obvious and my nail will look kind of odd. I go back and forth between these 2 colors, but once like it completely grows out, then I'll just do this. Like, not completely grows out, but grow out a little bit, I'll go into the Sail La Vie. But when it's like short, I use this polish. Now we're gonna get into the makeup items. First off, I want to mention the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer. I know you guys have been seeing me use this a lot lately, and I have also been using it on my clients. Like, this primer is really, really good. It reminds me of the Peter Thomas Roth moisturizer that they discontinued, but this one has more of a softer finish on the skin. And I love how it just smooths out my skin at the same time without giving it that silicone-y feel. Then I also want to mention the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Concealer. This is in the shade 415 Honey. I think I want to go darker just so I can try to do like a fresh summer face look. I want to branch out into that, you know, because I'm a full glam girl and I always do full glam. But I've been loving the coverage of the concealer. It definitely has been getting me through with my makeup. And then the applicator is like a big doe foot applicator, and then the part where you see like it's lighter in that center part, that's where all the concealer is. It applies a lot, so use it sparingly if you're not trying to go like full coverage. But I actually love the coverage. I love how it blends out. It's just perfect. The only thing I can say I don't like is the scent. It has a floral scent to it, but it's not heavily, like, it's not a heavy floral scent. Like, you'll still smell it and it'll linger, but it won't linger for long. I also want to mention the Makeup Obsession Fit Fix Setting Spray. You can get this at Target. They are the only ones that sell Makeup Obsession. I'm almost done with this spray bottle. I love using it on my clients as well as myself. I will have to re-up on it, and I will definitely try the other setting sprays that they have, because this one is supposed to keep your makeup in place longer, and I can definitely say that it does that. And it reminds me of the Urban Decay All Nighter, but in a more affordable price. Next item I want to mention is the e.l.f. blending sponge. You can either get this in a set with like an orange one, or you can get it in a set like with 2 of these, or you could get it individually. I got this because I just kept seeing people pick it up, and I was just like, I want to see what it's about and see how good it is. And I can definitely say I love it, because I got one and now I have 3, and I have 2 in my kit, and then this was the one that I have personally for myself. I love how it blends out concealer. It also blends out foundation really well. It sets the face without any patches. I just love how, look, it just has a nice give to it. It's not firm. So I've been washing it a lot, and it actually hasn't ripped either, even though it doesn't have like a super firmness to it. Because, you know, if a sponge is too soft or if it's too hard, like too firm, it'll just rip and cause like holes and stuff when you're trying to wash it. And this is holding up really, really good. I've been actually using this to blend under my eyes for concealer, and y'all know I'm a brush girl, but this is replacing my brushes, so it's good. The next item I want to mention, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I just want to let you guys in on it as well, is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. You can get this at Ulta. This is in the shade C13. I also have C12.5. I just love the coverage of it, like, and then when you open it up, this is all the product you get. You definitely get a lot. And the difference between this and the L'Oreal concealer is when you open it, this actually, there's no struggle for you to try to open it. And then the L'Oreal, it is a little more tug, because the cap is like, it has like a tighter fit. But this one also gives you full coverage. It blends out like a dream. I love the color. It matches me perfectly. The next items that I want to mention that I have been loving are the Dermablend loose setting powders. I have the original, and then I have the warm saffron. I've been getting so much compliments on this whenever I use it on myself in my tutorials, and then whenever I do go out and I use these powders, I get so much compliments because people say my skin looks so smooth. And when I got these powders, it was on sale at Ulta when they had like their 21 days of beauty, and it was half off. And I didn't get the cool beige because I just didn't see myself using that shade, but now I want to actually get it and add it into my kit. But I already have so many powders for my kit, like I don't need any other powders. I bought these powders specifically for myself, and I love how they look when I apply them. Definitely worth the money, and I will definitely recommend this to anyone looking to purchase these items. Next item that I want to mention is the Revlon Color Stay Pressed Powder. This is in the shade Cappuccino. This is what it looks like. I know the lighting is making it look way lighter than it actually is, but this actually matches my skin tone. On the bottom of it, it does have like a little powder puff if you're gonna plan on if you plan on traveling with it, so that way you can blot, 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 and then apply the powder. And it also has a mirror right here, which I'm just realizing. I love this powder because like this actually matches me exactly to a T. Unlike that Revlon, I don't know, that thing that I bought at Walmart that didn't match me, but their Color Stay foundation in Cappuccino, is it Cappuccino? Yes, does match me just like the powder, and this is like my exact shade. So I love this powder. It sets really well. You can use it alone without foundation and get yourself a full coverage. I haven't done that, but I know just from the way that when I do set my face, that it is possible. And another item that I want to mention is my Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner. They had a sale on their anniversary for the brush cleaner, and I got like the really huge bottle. Y'all, For in between brush cleaning, this is so bomb, you guys. This thing is so amazing. I wanted to get the color du jour brush cleaner, which is similar to this but different color, but it was sold out. So when I saw that they had this on sale, I picked it up and I have been using it a lot. It is currently in a spray bottle like this right now, for me to not use so much in here, like when I have to pour it out, but it is definitely worth it. When this runs out, I can definitely say I'm gonna repurchase it because it is that good for in between brush cleaning. And if you ever use like a brush for like lip products or eyeliner, definitely use this before you deep clean the brush, so that way there is no stain and it will remove that stain. And last but not least, the item that I want to mention for my favorites is the Nicka K Duo Contour Kit. This is in the shade Dark. This was in my professional makeup kit, but I did switch contour powders. So I currently have the Sleek Contour and Highlight Kit in there, and I removed these. But I was like, oh, I want to try it on myself. So I tried this shade right here, and I have been loving it for contour. Like, y'all, it gives me like the perfect chisel, like snatchness, you know. I love that. It's not patchy, it blends really well. Surprisingly, you can get this at the beauty supply store for a very affordable price and still get professional quality from this item. And oh, I forgot to mention an item that I loved for July. The Morphe x James Charles palette. This is what it looks like outside of the packaging. I love the packaging. I do have the big one. It does come in a mini, but I wanted the big one. And then it comes with like the film that tells you the name of the colors. I keep it inside just so I could know. And then these are the colors here. They are very similar to the 35B palette colors that was in there, and then of course some extra added shades in here. I have been playing with this and I just feel like this is actually better than the 35B palette. It is way easier to blend. The colors are not as patchy. The colors are not patchy in this palette like the 35B, but the 35B is still doable. And then these are a little more pigmented than the 35B. So I know it's a whole controversy going on surrounding Morphe, but with cancel culture. But I've been loving the palette. It's just been working for me, especially for like colorful looks. I will definitely recommend the palette if you guys are interested in getting it and have been hesitant. Those are the items that I wanted to mention to you guys for the month of July. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel for more video content like this, and as well as makeup tutorials and chats. So thank you guys once again. I'll see you next time.